Inhale, hinge and rise. Hands out to the side, shoulder height. Goal post those arms out. Give me a back bend. Release both hands either side. Release, push back, into a half tortoise. So you're releasing your right hip to your right heel. You can be in a 90-degree bend on that right leg. Everyone's different on their ranges of movements, their flexibility. On any given moment, on any given day, our practice varies. If you want, you just push slightly back on that left knee. The intention is forehead to knee. Coming back into a 90-degree bend. Release both hands inside the left foot. Push the right leg towards the back of the mat. Inhale. On an exhale, you're going to move into lizard lunge. So you're going to allow your left knee to roll towards the floor. If you want to deepen this pose, come down onto your forearms. Just let it go. Allow your hip to open. Drop your head towards your hands. If you're on your forearms, come up onto your hands. Roll your left foot flat on the mat. Release the left hand to the left side. Release the left foot to meet the right, left knee to meet the right. So you're on your knees. Roll forward, shoulders, elbows, wrists. Push your toes and your knees to the back of the mat. Slowly lower yourself to the mat. Come down onto your forearms. Sphinx pose. Just push on those forearms. Keep those shoulders back. You're gazing forward. Look over the right shoulder to the right heel. Look over the left shoulder to the left heel. Gazing forward. Flip the toes into the mat. We're going to push up into dolphin pose. So push your chest towards your thighs. You're gazing towards your toes. Push your hips high. So just breathe into dolphin pose. Release your knees to the mat. Sit back on your heels. Arms by your side. Palms facing forward. I'm just going to shift forward so I'm in the center of the mat. Separate your knees. Rising up onto your knees for camel pose. Place your hands in the small of your back. Squeeze those elbows together. So you're opening the chest. You're going to feel delts working. Fingers are facing down. Pinky fingers touching in the center there. So squeeze those elbows together. Inhale. On an exhale, push your hips towards the front. Shine your heart to the ceiling. Look towards the back. Squeeze those elbows closer. Push those hips higher. Trust yourself. Relax your neck. So we're stretching the front of our body. Inhale and rise. Sit back on your heels. Place your hands on your thighs, palms facing the ceiling. Relax, breathe. Embrace every moment. Just give this time to yourself. Focus on breathing. Inhale. Hold it at the top. 5, 4, 3. Let it go. Inhale. Try and fill up from the diaphragm. Exhale. Raise your hands above your head. Palms touching. We're going to reverse the back bend of camel pose. Inhale. On an exhale, you're going to hinge from your waist. Push your hands towards the top of the mat. Drop your head below your biceps. So you're just stretching the spine in the opposite direction of camel pose. Let it go. Just breathe. So today we're pretty much going to stay down on the mat. Slide your hands and reach forward to the top of the mat. So your shoulders are moving forward, you're loosening the hips. Slide yourself down flat to the mat. I've moved because I'm not actually on the mat. Just release your forehead to the mat. Hands are flat on the floor, reaching above your head. Relax those toes. Your toes can be the width of the mat. Relax your pelvis into the mat. Release the left hand out to the side like an aeroplane wing. The right hand comes beside your rib cage, palm facing down. You're going to push on that right hand. We're going to stretch the left shoulder. So you're going to look to your right side. Right foot comes behind your left knee. You're pushing on that right hand. You're stretching the left shoulder. Relax your left ear to the mat. Slowly roll back to center, switching sides. So the right hand comes out to the side, aeroplane wing, palm facing down. Left hand slides in beside your rib cage, palm facing down. Roll open, place your left foot behind your right knee, stretching your right shoulder. Release your right ear to the mat. Roll back to center. Release your hands by your side, palms facing the ceiling. Relax your left ear or right ear on the mat. Take a breath here. We're just working on the mat today. Stretching, relaxing the mind, freeing the body. Sweeping your hands towards the top, reaching towards the top of your mat. Toes are reaching towards the bottom of your mat. Fingers are spread wide. Slide your hands either side of your rib cage, palms facing down. Elbows close to the side. Push back into a wide child's pose. Forehead on the mat, relax your hips, nice and close. So take a breath here, relax to the mat. I need to move over onto my mat. Take a breath, relax. I'm just going to check that everyone's okay. Not that I can ever damn well see this. Yep, I'm good. So we're in child's pose. Just relaxing and breathing, letting those hips open, just letting everything go. Rising up onto your knees. So push up onto those hands, shoulders, elbows, wrists. We're going to thread the needle to stretch our shoulders one more time. So we're stretching the shoulders in the opposite direction. So we just opened our shoulders, so we're always opening up to the left side, pushing on the inside of our shoulder. Now we're going to stretch the outside of our delts. All of the weight on that right hand, left hand up to the ceiling. Inhale, on an exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right. Relax your left shoulder, left ear to the mat. Right hand supports you. Just relax those hips, relax your shoulders. The left fingers are relaxing towards the mat. Slowly unthread your needle, coming back to tabletop. Switching sides. So all of the weight on the left hand this time. Right hand up to the ceiling, palm facing away. Inhale, on an exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left. Relax your right shoulder to the mat. Relax and breathe. Feel the shoulder stretching. So reach that right hand as far forward as you can, but relax the fingers to the mat. Slowly rise, coming back into tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. Flip the toes. We're going to come up into a downward dog. Walk the downward dog, so walk your heels to the mat, left, right. If you've done my class, you know it's a nice deep V shape. Hips towards the ceiling, chest towards your thighs, ears between your biceps. Release both heels to the mat. Fingers are spread wide. You want a small space between the palm and your mat. Ears are between your biceps. I want you to take 3 breaths here. Nice deep one. So inhale. Hold it. Exhale. 2 more breaths, but use the whole of your inhale and your exhale. So inhale. Exhale. Last one on this exhale. I want to hear it. So inhale. Let it out. Exhale. That's where we should be breathing. That's where we need to be for the best functioning lungs, of how to use them at their full capacity. If we can use them at our full capacity, we say stay strong, we stay healthy. Inhale. She says as she coughs. But I am speaking at the same time. Inhale. On an exhale, roll forward, high plank, lower yourself to the mat. Upward facing dog. Just a gentle back bend here. If you want to take it further, you can come off and be on the tops of your feet. Flip the toes, push back into a downward dog. We're going to do one balance, a traditional tree pose, and then we're going to come down to the mat. One more core, work our glutes, and then do some stretching. Push those hips high, feel the downward dog working, feel your core stretching, suck the tummy in. Nice deep V shape. Walk your toes to the top of the mat, or meet me at the top of the mat in a forward fold, however you need to get there. So you can tiptoe, you can rise, you can walk, however you need to get there. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Reach those hands high to the ceiling. Palms facing in. Inhale. On an exhale, give me a back bend. So today we haven't really done a flow. We've just been stretching the spine in all ranges of movement. So we've been twisting, forward bend, backward bend. Release your hands to the mat. We're going to do one more twist. Place the left hand in front of the left foot, bend the left knee, keep the right leg straight. Raise the right hand to the ceiling, palm facing away. You want to deepen this pose, increase the bend on the left leg, reach the right hand higher, palm facing away. Release the right hand in front of the right foot. Raise the left leg, left hand high. So you want to stack that left hand directly over your left shoulder over right. Increase the bend on that right knee. Remember, breath to movement to deepen the pose. Release both hands to the mat. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. Hands by his side, palms facing forward. Take a breath here. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze those palms together. Open the shoulders. Inhale. On an exhale, we're simply going to forward fold. Drop your head towards the mat. Reach those hands towards the ceiling. So I can see myself because I'm filming myself. So you really want your hands directly above your shoulders, and just relax your forehead to the mat. The weight's on the front of your feet. almost coming off of your heels. Squeeze those palms together. Feel the chest opening. You're going to feel your delts and your biceps. Inhale, hinge and rise. Release your hands either side, palms facing forward. Bring your hands to heart center, shoulders back, taking some gentle breathing here. I'm going to pivot to face you. We're going to go into tree pose. Hands to heart center. You can place your right foot against your left ankle. Push your knee back, open the hip, shoulders back. And then just focus on gazing forward. Your body will tell you where you need to be. Just gaze forward. The balance is on that left foot. Your body will tell you. You can see arms swaying as long as you're focused on breathing. Shoulders back, shoulders over hips. Release the right foot to meet the left. Take a break, take some breath here. Place all of the weight on your right foot. Bring the left foot to hover just against your right ankle. Push the knee towards the back, open your hip. Release the left foot to meet the right. I'm going to pivot back to face the same way as you. We're going to do one more balance pose. Release your hands by your side, palms facing forward. You should kind of be in the center of your mat. Raise your hands above your head. Interlace your fingers, release the index fingers. Step the left foot to the back of the mat, right foot to the front. Not too wide, just a comfortable stance. Reach your hands towards the ceiling. Inhale. On an exhale, you're going to hinge from the hips. Then you're going to raise your left heel. So you're going to place all of the weight on your right foot. Then you're going to tip from your hips. You're going to raise your left foot as you drop your hands. The intention is a T shape. This is called balancing stick. But just come to where your edge is, where you may be wobbling, but you can still focus on breathing. That's your edge. If you want to deepen your edge and go beyond, inhale, use your breath to movement. Raise that left leg higher. Reach those hands further forward. Try and keep that left foot flexed, hip rolled in. Slowly rise. Left foot meets right. Release your hands by your side, palms facing forward. Take a breath. Arms by your side, palms facing forward, shoulders back. And I'm going to do the same balancing stick on the left side. So step the left foot towards the top of the mat. Step the right foot back, not too far. Hands above your head, palms touching, interlace your fingers. Inhale, on an exhale, reach your hands high, open the chest. Raise the right heel, so you're placing all of the weight on your left foot. I need to move back just a bit so that everyone can see me. Inhale, on an exhale, tip from your hips. You're gazing forward, ears between your biceps. Try and keep that right foot flexed, hip turned in. If you start to wobble, come to where you feel strong and secure. Focus on breathing. Then if you feel like you can move again, inhale, move on your exhale, balancing stick. So the intention is hip height, creating a T shape. Slowly rise. Right foot meets left, arms by your side, palms facing forward. Take a breath, you should need it. Balancing takes a lot of energy. You're working every muscle in the body from your toes to your fingertips. Hands to heart center. Inhale, on an exhale, forward fold. Release your hands to the mat. Release your knees to the mat. Push back into a child's pose. Don't overthink it. Relax your head to the mat. Inhale, walk your hands back, slowly rise. Sit back on your heels. Place your hands on your thighs, palms facing the ceiling. Just relax and breathe. Shoulders back, eyes can be closed. Release your feet towards the top of the mat, however you need to get there. Pull your heels in towards your hips. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale. On an exhale, you're going to raise your toes off of the mat. Inhale. On an exhale, you're going to twist to the left side and raise those toes. Hold the pose. Inhale, bring your knees into the center. Exhale, twist to the right side, push those toes away. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, push away. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, push to the right side, push your toes away. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the right. Slow and as away as you can. You're deepening the core work. Inhale, come back to last one. Inhale. Your feet to the mat, hug both knees, forehead to knees. So you worked your quads, your spine, you're twisting the spine, we're using the core. Slowly rise. Hands by your side, fingers facing forward, by your hips. Push on those hands just to feel your position. I'm going to move forward slightly. Inhale. Away. Looking at your toes. Hold it and focus on breathing. This pose low, those shoulders to you. To the mat, hug both knees. Yes, relax. We're going to do that one more time, then we're going to lower ourselves to the mat. Hands by your side, fingers facing forward, fingers spread wide. Inhale, on the next way. To the mat. Just got to move my microphone for when we lay down on the mat. Slowly lower yourself to the mat. So your heels lower, forearms, maybe push yourself towards the top of the mat. Slide your hands, your fingers towards the top of the mat. Relax your head on the mat. You can just relax. Let those toes fall to the side. We're not into Shavasana yet, but take a breath. Slide your heels in towards your hips. Push your hips up towards the ceiling. So you're using your glutes. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze those elbows just like we did in the forward fold. Squeeze those elbows together. Open your chest. Push those hips high. So you're working the front of your quads, you're working your glutes. You're opening the shoulders. Using your breath to movement, push those hips higher, squeeze those hands tighter. Release your hands to the side, release your hips to the floor. Hug both knees into your chest. Just rock from side to side, try and keep those shoulders flat on the mat. Moving into happy baby, reach your hands on the outsides of your feet. Pull against your feet, pull against your hands, push against your feet. So allow your knees to come towards your underarms. So you're going to stretch your hips. You can rock from side to side, massaging your spine. Bringing your knees back together, hug both knees. Release your feet to the mat. Your knees are bent, arms by your side. Place both hands on your heart, right palm, left palm. Release your knees out to the side till your soles of your feet are touching. Just allow your hips to open. Relax your shoulders to the mat. Just let it go. If you need to, you can support your hips by placing your hands at the top of your thighs on the outside. Slowly bring your knees together, feet flat on the floor, arms by your side, palms facing down. Push your feet up towards the ceiling, toes flexed towards your chest, arms by your side, palms facing down. Slowly lower your heels to the mat in your own time. Taking yourself into your final peace and shavasana. Just relax, let your toes fall to the side. Relax the calves, trickling all the way up to your mind and then down to your fingertips. Just let it go. Roll over onto your left side, curl up in a ball. Still relaxing. Use your hands as a pillow. When you're ready, push yourself up into a seated position. Legs crossed, hands on your knees. I hope you enjoyed that class. We really do need to be focusing on how we're breathing and how we use our lungs at the moment. So try and just be mindful and be aware. Hope you enjoyed the class. Don't forget, download the Zoom app. If you meet me on Zoom, we can interact. I can see how you're doing your yoga. As a rule, in my normal classes, I teach to what I see. So if I see everyone needs a faster flow, a deeper flow, more stretching, then I'll teach to the majority in what I see. So if you're on Zoom, I can interact and I can give you more of a private lesson, so to speak, because I can see what's going on with your body, with your alignment, how you're breathing. So I'm always posting the information about Zoom. Download the app. You just need an email as your username, a password, and then you literally put in the meeting ID that I give you and a small password. Then you're live. If you don't want other people to see you, you just mute the sound and the video and you just watch me. Or you can mute the sound and I can still see you. It is a great app. Everyone's starting to use it for playing games with family, for chatting with family. It is the way forward. I believe they're also doing it for people that go to court now. They're actually doing it on Zoom. Anyway, that's slipping too much into reality there. I'm supposed to take you away from all that. So if you want to try my classes, you can find out my details on my website, www.yogawithalib.com. You can watch my videos on the YouTube channel, which is Yoga with Ali B, or you can join me with the live classes on Zoom, Instagram and Facebook. All of my links, schedules and times are on my homepage, which again is www.yogawithalib.com. And anyone else that actually knows me, I hope you're all right, guys. It's a quiet day today. I'm going to speak to my family in a moment. I hope you're all well. Anyway, as always, my name is Ali. Thank you and namaste.